Red 2 standing by, all for Liz, and in the green. Welcome back to Banjo-Kazooie, where we are journeying through Bubble Gloop Swamp. And it's surprisingly cheerful aesthetics for a swamp level. Oh, but it doesn't stay cheerful, of course. That actually was a pretty good landing, if I do say so myself. Camera wasn't cooperating, but there you go. So we are going, very soon, to face off one of the worst challenges in the game. Now, it is possible to defeat Mr. Vile in his minigame without the running shoes. They're there if you need them. But I've always waited for the running shoes. It's possible. Mr. Vile actually rubber bands if you keep him off screen. You have to keep him on screen as much as you can. And then you'll be able, hopefully, to walk on top of a frog. There we go. Took me long enough. But yeah, the music is just so jaunty in this. I really like it. It's like, for a swamp level, it's just so upbeat, so fun. It helps lessen the pain of some bits in it. But really, it just demonstrates exactly how good it all is. But interestingly, there's not a lot of variable mix in this particular level. It's still not a waste. There are some good bits when you're inside a certain area. For example, I'll show you when we actually have to go through the maze. Alright, I just wanted to navigate through the level and make sure we were getting Crocodile. I probably don't have optimal pathfinding, but that's okay. Even then, it's just so nice to be able to go back and sort of do this at my own pace. I've been keeping a pretty good pace as far as the levels go. Like, let me just quickly check my time. See, that's not too bad. Clankers we did in 27 minutes, but some of that was getting back to the start. Treasure Trove Cove, Mumbo's Mountain were all pretty quick. I mean, I can do Mumbo's Mountain faster. I have in the past, I think, but I'm no speedrunner. I've taken you on a bit of a tour around the place. And that's because I just want to share some of these things. You know, just sort of show off, have a bit of a cruise, look around, enjoy ourselves. Because that's really what a game like this should be all about. Now, Tank Tup. His feet are numb and cold, and we have to cause him physical pain. It's really interesting, though, that he says, "Oh, my feet are numb." And then he screams when we stab them. Maybe they're not numb enough to avoid feeling pain? Which I suppose is a good thing. I mean, I'd be getting him a doctor if he was too numb to feel pain. So, Shinjo. Dragonfly can't get us, and smack. There we go. Jiggy from Crocodile. And we're going to wind up getting another Jiggy shortly after. Because we are about to meet an old friend of Banjo's. Tank Tup vomits up a Jiggy, which, interestingly, we can actually go inside Tank Tup. We do have to go inside Tank Tup for some reason. And yes, I know there's no really good way to phrase that. So, after doing our little dance, yes, we can actually go inside the turtle. Pay attention, because one of our empty honeycombs is in here, and you might recognise that turtle. It's Banjo's old friend Tip Tup, even though they don't necessarily seem to recognise each other. Banjo made his debut alongside Tip Tup. Yep, Banjo's first appearance was in Diddy Kong Racing. Banjo-Kazooie was supposed to come out first, I believe, but they had to delay it. So Diddy Kong Racing was rushed a little bit to get it out for Christmas in '97. Not that you'd notice it was rushed, there are maybe one or two small things, but the game is just so crisp. Beats the pants off Mario Kart 64, and I think that's an objective thing. Mario Kart 64 is a good trailblazer. It is nice to play in its own way, but I think Diddy Kong Racing really is just better. Quiet, please. The famous Tip Top Choir will now perform my latest work. Bit short, isn't it, Shellboy? We'll see. Copy what you just heard for lesson 1. So, once again we have to perform physical violence in order to get people to sing. We's gonna make you sing like a Boyd. Not too bad. Try lesson 2. Please observe that each one is different. Well, that was kind of easy. 1. Missed. I'll probably wind up screwing myself over by not paying attention. Now we need 7. Ah, splendid. You just need one more lesson. Okay. Magnificent. A true masterpiece. Here, take this trinket I found earlier. So, we get a Jiggy, and I'm pretty sure this blue turtle, who I think only sang one note throughout the entire thing, is going, "Oh good, I'm glad I didn't have to have my back bashed in by a bird." Sorry, there is nothing more I can teach you. Apparently, I'm only good enough to compose a piece with 13 different notes in it. So, that wraps that up. Not too much more we have to do, actually. We've cleared out a few more of the Jiggies, we've just got to collect the rest of the notes. And then take on Mr. Vile. This is probably where the rewind function will come in handy, but I'm going to try this on skills alone, which I admit is probably a little laughable. I'm probably not that good. But if anything, you'll at least get to see me gradually lose my sanity. So we have to go through this maze in order to reach Mumbo Jumbo and our transformation and a very, 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 very annoying Jiggy. Now, I'm trying not to use the rewind function because that is kind of cheating. In my mind. If you want to use it, I don't mind, really. Play the game how you want to, and if you want to use the rewind to learn things, it's actually really, really good. At least so I think. Take your time, get used to things. Now, it's this bit. Because we have to make our way across this narrow path to the Jiggy that appears over there, and if we fall off, we have to loop all the way through the maze. So moments like using the rewind in moments like this are probably acceptable because it saves you the tedium. That's an important point I like to bring up. Whoops. That I think for projects like this, it's probably fair use if it saves me a tedious trip. Because some of the things in, say, Donkey Kong Country 3... Like, okay. Do I actually have access to it? Okay, I'm getting my feet eaten. So, it's supposed to be... Is it L and R? I actually have only a save state I can use if I want to avoid running around slowly again. But you see, it needs precision, and if you are even a little bit off precision, you fall to your doom. So we have to run all the way... See, that's the thing, it's not super hard if you can stick the landing. It's just genuinely and honestly tedious and time-consuming if you fail. It's a little bit difficult, but I'd argue that the difficulty does not come from the platform, but the fact that you don't easily get to make your way back there. If you fail, like there's no ladder to climb back up. That, I think, is kind of a problem. I mean, there are worse issues out there. But, well, we'll try again. Alright, so I didn't need to rewind anything. Well, that wasn't too bad. Now making our way back is the annoying part, because something that they still haven't cracked with 3D platformers, to the best of my knowledge anyway, is the camera. I mean, let's face it, even though it pioneered the 3D camera and being able to actually control the camera, in Mario 64, said camera is probably the most dangerous enemy you will face in the entire game. Probably even more dangerous than Bowser. Okay, so we want to get that Mumbo token. Mumbo's too busy sleeping to know there's one behind his chair.
Ah! Hello again, Banjo and Kazooie, or should I say Bear and Bird to keep the act up? Good of you to come and see Mumbo again. I have a few surprises for you, including that lovely empty honeycomb piece, and I've got a new transformation. Step on the pad, pay 10 tokens, and away we go! I will unleash my magic spell as I complain about my knackers! And now, you're a crocodile. Hey, wait! I need new boots! Only kidding. I don't actually condone animal cruelty like that. I'm probably prepared to do some other things to Banjo because, well, it's kind of funny, but seriously, in all fairness, I, Mumbo Jumbo, who has a PhD in psychology from Monash University, I do not condone, sorry, I'm still lapsing into the tourist act sometimes, but I do not condone animal cruelty. Neither should you.
We're about to face some more cruelty to dumb animals. Banjo's intelligence is frequently insulted. This is the notorious Mr. Vile. We have to play a minigame across 3 rounds and win all 3. The running shoes are at the back of the room. If you need them, you will have to complete another level in order to access them. You'll need plenty of notes from this one. Let's go.
I'm Mr. Vile, greediest croc of all and slowest laugher. Play my game to win a prize. Press A to accept or B to chicken out. Game is simple. Eat more red yumblies than me. Ready?
So, he seems fairly slow for now. Basically, the trick is try and keep him on screen, but the problem is my handling is absolutely terrible when I'm when I'm biting. And you have to make sure they don't the Yumblies don't disappear. If I can beat him to them, I have to exploit the camera because he'll move a fair bit slower. He knows where they're going to spawn as well, I believe. Alright, that's a good lead. I think if we get 30 or 35 or something like that, we get an extra life. Okay, not too bad. Grr, you only win easy game. Now we play harder game because I'm a really sore loser. I mean, Mr. Vile, you essentially wind up kicking his ass. And then he has the nerve to trash talk you and say the battle didn't count. Also, it's worth noting that he does kind of cheat in some senses. That was unlucky. He always knows where they're going to spawn. He can push me out of the way on top of that. Oh, I just got in the way. I missed one. Oh, pipped him at the death. Bah! Still bad loser. Lucky Greenie wins. He really is a sore loser. This one sucks. I'm gonna concentrate. Okay, so you do get punished, but I should have got away with that one, honestly. See, and there's another point that comes up with this. Mr. Vile can actually get away with eating the wrong ones, and he suffers no penalty for it. So look, he's really rubber banding now. Oh, they all despawned just as I was going for them. Alright, wait a bit. Oh, my handling. Oh, wait, hang on. Did he eat the wrong one? Because that should have been a tie. So I wind up losing one bit of health. The respawn rates are a pain in the butt in this. So, excuse me. I will eat you. Sir, I will eat you. Finally. So we try the last game. Do I get lucky? Stole it from... Well, I got away with one there, but the respawn rate. He's moving much faster now. Try and keep him on screen. Oh, come on, that counted! That is daylight robbery and the game knows it. That was a fair one. That was fair.
Right in front of him, apparently.
Oh, I thought I lost. Alright, now we can deal with that incredibly bad sport. But he will challenge us to another game. If we beat all 3, we get 3 lives. If we wind up losing, we get chomped for an entire life. But yeah, it's really janky because Mr. Vile isn't affected by the same mechanics you are. So, what you think counts often doesn't. Oh, now, hang on. 91 notes. Oh, no. Oh, no, wait, there are some out... Yeah, I think they're all out here. Yes, they are. Ooh, good opportunity to calm down for a little bit. That's incredibly stressful, that game, because the first one is the first 2 are easy enough, but the rubber banding gets awful in the last one. It's no wonder they recommend you have the running shoes because it's seriously dodgy. It's why I hate Rubber Band AI so much, because it's not realistic. You can notice that even when he's on screen, Mr. Vile was still speeding up a lot. We've cleared this out. Mr. Vile's game usually takes a bit, but at least it's not too hard to work out where to go to get out of here. So, we've opened Freeze Easy Peak and we can make our way there, but there's something important we've got to do first. And I will show you what it is. Now, I have sort of been waiting for a while, but I might go and muck around a little bit in the next episode, because we can wind up earning some puzzle challenges that allow us to use special cheat. Actually, I'll do that. There are puzzle challenges we can do back at Banjo's house that earn us special cheats. And I want to wind up doing as much as I can in terms of showing off the transformations with those cheats because they alter your character model. So, we're still slipping, but if we get up here, even the Crocodile can wind up filling in a jigsaw puzzle, and we open Freeze Easy Peak, which I should have done when I was here first. Too busy giving off a bit of exposition. Okay, well, I've vented a bit of steam because there was probably a lot of stress from earlier in the day. Very intense and exciting game of Australian football. But if we go through this little tunnel that only the Crocodile can go through, the music has changed. And again, we're cleverly obscured by the fact the camera doesn't work too well kind of obscures what we're about to run into. We go forward just a little bit more. And there we go. So I can't go into in-head mode until I stop. This is Cheeto the Spellbook.
Cheeto the Spellbook, you have found magic cheats I have for you.
Hey, Book Brain! What did you say? You'd better not give my spells away!
Which lost book? Finders Bear and Bird are. Spell they get.
We sure do, bag lady! Come on, Book Boy. Give us the spells.
Only one spell Cheeto can tell. Enter the code Blue Eggs on Sandcastle Floor in Treasure Trove Cove World. Help you it will. Thanks, Mr. Cheeto. Hidden in lair the spellbooks are. Them you should find. And for some reason I get away with talking like Yoda. Probably to emphasize the fact I'm a wise and mystical figure and not a walking stereotype like Mumbo Jumbo. So, Crocodile, we have finished our Crocodile Rock.
and we can go and do a couple of little things. As you saw, the crocodile is totally unaffected by the swamp water, with only a little backpack poking out. Now, there's something I didn't really bother to show off because you never actually need it. But the crocodile can attack, as you probably know. It's the only transformation that can attack. And if we can actually stick it, we can't jump very high. Do you mind? Fly a little bit lower. This isn't helping. Oi! There you go. Every enemy defeated by the crocodile goes down in one hit, and they leave 2 honeycombs. You don't ever need it, but it's really neat. Alright, come on. That was embarrassing. That's a bigger hitbox than I thought. Man, that dragonfly's got a big butt. Wait, that's the bull. Alright. You've got more bark, but I've got more bite. Alright, now, let's head on out.
Hey, it's me again. The magic's getting weak.
Oh, cool. Wait, hang on. The ugly bear, you feathered freak, is nothing but a stupid... So wait, hang on. I only got 1 honeycomb from the gruntlings. Is it specifically the enemies from Bubble Gloop Swamp that are coded to give 2 honeycombs? That's actually a neat little bit of attention to detail if it is. So, now you might notice the hat on that statue is gone. Do you remember how we wound up getting that shock jump pad? And there's a fish. If we go back to the sarcophagus room, or the Egypt room, we will be able... I missed. So, we'll be able... Now I wonder... There's something else I want to try. Oh yes, I did it! Oh, that's really cool! I didn't know if I could. But yeah, that's actually supposed to be where what you open to get the Jiggy for the Gobi's Valley Witch switch. I can't believe I did that. I thought there's got to be something specific and I just pulled it off. Oh, that makes up for Mr. Vile being such a pain. I didn't think it was going to be that easy, but yeah, speedrunners would probably do stuff like that. Oh, I'm going to be bitten by a fish. Oh, I'm really, really chuffed with that. I'm very happy about that. Like, it's only a little something, but still, it's something I've never done before. I can claim that even though I had a hard time, I did at least beat Mr. Vile without the running shoes. I didn't do it all at once. But, hey, it's not easy and I'm rusty. Done it. Oh, cool, I actually got the sound effect. But yeah, I didn't realize that clip would be so easy to do. That's neat. Well, we'll head on into Treasure Trove Cove and we will have to drain the water again. Apparently, Leaky needs more eggs. You'll say the same thing. And there we go. Once again, we have technically pooped in a bucket. I mean, I'm sorry, I was caught short. In we go. Now, question. I at least get the opportunity to... Yes, defeating it in one hit with the Wonder Wing does give us 2 honeycombs. Very nice. So, if we spell out, where's the L up here? B, L, U, E, E, G, G, S.
200 eggs are now yours. Now 200 is maximum too.
That lousy cheat for extra eggs won't help bear and chicken legs.
Do not insult chickens, Gruntilda. I will warn you now that many and varied are the legends of the chickens, their origins lost to the mists of time. They are an ancient and mystical people with incredible powers, especially explosive powers, and they become even more dangerous when they're big. Do not mess with the chickens, lest you wish for a fiery fate. I should know, the legends of Chicken Man have resulted in me hurting myself quite a lot, because the mighty Chicken Man, my brother's custom Bomberman, is a force to be reckoned with, while the Iron Sword tends to be the very embodiment of it seems like a good idea at the time, combined with why do these things always happen to me? I don't know how I do it, but I managed to be so incredibly unlucky when I play Bomberman 64. There we are, we got that. So, now we've actually got a choice about what we do next. We can go to either Gobi's Valley over here or Freezeezy Peak in the next room. Freezeezy Peak is supposed to be the 5th one, but there is a challenge we can only do once we've got the running shoes. Similarly, but mind you, we can do everything in Freezeezy Peak. We can get all the notes in Freezeezy Peak without the running shoes. We can't get all the notes in Gobi's Valley without the beak bomb, so it's probably just a good idea to cut into Gobi's... You know what, we'll cut into Gobi's Valley and we'll get the shoes. Why am I going here, you ask? Because once we open this door, we head into the lava room. And we can open up the way to Gobi's Valley. We still have enough to get into the next level, but we don't have enough notes. But if you want to know where the next level is, I will probably show you. So the level after Gobi's Valley is through there. If we go all the way up to that little platform floating in, essentially attached to the wall, we're going to find A. Brentilda and B. Cheeto. So we'll head back and I will go and stand in the cold near Freezeezy Peak. The next time you see me, we will be there. Well, actually, no, I'll be in Gobi's Valley. Because we're going to get the running shoes and then we're going to Freezeezy Peak. I'll just stay in here for a little bit because the Gruntling can't run into the pit. Thank you very much for joining me. Till next time, this is Red 2, returning to base.